What's going on, guys? Jared Curry here. Credit cards. The good, the bad, the ugly. Now, you're probably wondering why anyone would have more than one credit card. But, guys, I'm here to tell you, I don't have one. I have five. The reason why I have five cards is because in life, your credit score is your real life report card. Whereas in school, they say that your chemistry grade that you get on that test is going to propel you in life and take you to success. But that's just not true. And I'm making this video to explain to you guys why I have five cards at the age of 18. Because number one, I want you to be rich. Number two, I'm here to debunk the lies that your parents and society has told you about credit cards. And number three, I'm here to tell you about all the amazing perks that I get for having five credit cards. When I was 15 years old, I was searching on YouTube about how to build credit, and I couldn't find anything. And I was so mad because it totally ruined my plans for world domination and to build my empire into a multi-trillion-dollar business, and I just couldn't do it because I couldn't find a video about credit cards. But I digress. So it made me think, hey, I have this YouTube channel and I wanted to share it to the entire world about the importance of credit cards, why I have five, and how you can benefit from this strategy that I'm going to share with you today. So the first reason why I have five credit cards is because when I was about 17 years old, I was getting my license and I wanted a Tesla. Even though I was making $100,000 a year, the banks denied me for the loan. Why? Because I didn't have any credit history. And I don't want that to happen to you guys whenever you want something in life. Because if you want something, you deserve to get it. So the reason why I have five cards is for a few reasons. It's honestly just to help the credit algorithm and to let the credit gods give me an 850 credit score, which would allow me to go ahead and get anything I want. Like imagine going into the bank and say, hey, I want this, this, and this. And the only thing they say is, how soon do you want it? Instead of them saying, no. Now, that's exactly what they say to me now, but before, I honestly couldn't get approved for anything. I wouldn't be able to get approved for a new house. I couldn't get approved for a business loan. I couldn't get approved for a car. Because I have five cards now, my score is pretty high. It's not the 850 perfect credit score that everyone dreams of, but it's really, really high for especially someone my age and higher than 99% of Americans. So, in order for the credit gods to actually increase your score and allow you to go from whatever your current score is to that 850 mark, you only have to follow a few simple things. And the first thing for me was getting more credit cards. Now, I'm going to actually debunk myth number one right now because a lot of people think that getting more credit cards means your credit score is going to decrease. And that's true, but it's also not. When you apply for a new credit card, your score temporarily decreases for about 6 months. And then after that 6 month period, your score will go back up to what it was originally. And it's like your initial inquiry for getting a new credit card never happened. And the reason why credit card companies do that and the credit gods are punishing you is because when people apply for multiple credit cards, the credit card companies think as though the person needs credit because they're in some type of financial trouble. So they decrease your score to prevent someone who's in desperate need of money from getting credit cards. And the reason why is because if you're getting a bunch of credit cards because you need a lot of money, you're more likely to default because you're not that experienced with money and you're not that responsible. So now that we have that settled and that lie that you've been told forever is out of your mind, now we're going to jump into exactly why having five credit cards will benefit you in 2020. So when I first got my first credit card, I have a $200 limit. So whatever credit card you guys have now, you probably have a limit on it. What that limit means is that you're only allowed to spend this amount of money. After that, you've maxed out your credit cards. If you've ever seen a movie where the person keeps swiping and swiping and they've completely maxed out their cards, that's what that means. So in order to increase my credit score, I had to first increase my credit limit. And the reason why I got five cards is because it increases my overall credit availability. So when I just have one card, this card for instance only has a $200 limit on it, which means I'm only allowed to spend $200. Anything after that, I've maxed out my cards and they won't issue me any more credit or they won't allow me to borrow any more money. But then I upgraded and got another card, my Capital One Platinum card. In this card, I have a $1,500 limit on it. So my credit limit went from $200 to $1,700 in total available credit. So because I have $1,700 in credit now, the credit card companies and the credit gods are now saying, oh, this person has this amount of credit. They are more responsible with their money because they've been issued more and more money. So by having more and more cards, I'm able to continue to increase my credit limit. So now that I have $3,200 in available credit, I'm able to actually show the credit gods that I'm more responsible with my money. And I'm able to actually get a better loan one day because they're more willing to lend the guy who has $20,000 in credit availability from their credit cards $50,000 loan than they are to loan someone who only has $500 in credit availability a $50,000 loan, because the person who has a $20,000 credit availability has proven themselves that they are responsible with their money and they haven't made a mistake as of yet. Now, another benefit for having so many credit cards is because the credit gods have something called a credit utilization rate. And what that means is you're only supposed to spend 10% of your available credit. So if I have $10,000 worth of credit availability, I'm only supposed to spend $1,000, or else it looks as though I'm maxing out my cards, which means that I need the money more, which makes my credit score go lower because the credit gods think I'm bad with money because I'm depending on debt to pay for whatever I need to pay for. By having a higher credit limit, I'm able to decrease my credit utilization rate. If I have one credit card and my limit on that one card is $100 and I spend $50 out of that $100, my credit utilization is now 50%. But if I have 5 credit cards like I do and my limit on each credit card is $100, that means I have $500 in available credit. And if I only spend $50, my credit utilization goes down from 50% to 10%. And that's the beauty of having 5 credit cards. And by doing that, I'm able to actually increase my credit score to the 850, which will then allow me to get anything I want from the bank, including a multi-million-dollar loan for my real estate purchases that I plan on doing in the next few years, or just getting that nice Tesla that I've always wanted. Reason number 2 as to why I have 5 credit cards at the age of 18 is simply because there's no risk in me having multiple credit cards. Like I said in the first debunking of the myths, there's actually only an impact if I cancel the cards that I have now. Besides that, I don't have any annual fees or anything like that, so it's not hurting me at all. It's only benefiting me that I have multiple credit cards. And you know, sometimes you may not need $10,000 worth of credit like I have, but it's actually kind of cool to have once in a while, and it's, you know, kind of a flex. I have $10,000 in available credit. And besides the no risk thing, you know, there's of course a reason why I have 5. And the reason why is because I get points for having more credit cards, using them, and actually signing up for them. Like my Capital One Platinum card. I actually got a great deal that they normally don't do, but I was able to get 100,000 points by just signing up for the card. So by signing up for that card, that basically translates into a free trip to Hawaii whenever I want to use it, because I can use those points and redeem them with certain airlines, certain hotels, and certain rental car agencies. So by using all my points and building up a point log, basically, I can go out and use all my points and basically get free trips all across the country and even the world. I'm going to debunk myth number 2, and I think this one's going to shock you guys. It's going to blow your mind. I just told my videographer Marcel about this, and there's a big misconception, and he didn't believe me at first, but I had to prove it to him. But there's a big misconception out there about being a part of your parents' credit card or another family member's credit card is going to benefit your credit score. It's just not true. So if you're an authorized user on your parents' credit card or another family member or friend, you may think that the credit card companies are going to report your usage to the credit bureaus. That's not true. They don't report it, and therefore it doesn't help your credit score at all. It would only help or harm the person's credit that you're signed on to. And with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you got some valuable information from it. And now I want you to go watch all my other videos. click out of the internet, click out of YouTube, and I hope you go to the bank so you can get that credit card so that you can get the house you always wanted, get that fancy car, and get as many points as you can so you can go on vacation for free. Guys, make sure you smash the like button, smash the notification bell, and make sure you smash that red subscribe button because you don't want to miss out on future videos. Follow me on Instagram at RealJaredCurry. The link's down below. If you want to be a part of the community there too, you can be. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, see you later. Hey, it's Jared Curry. If you want to see more of our latest videos, make sure you smash the subscribe button. And if you don't want to see, still smash the subscribe button and just close your eyes when our videos come up on the screen.